think I still need to work that out. Hello there. Yeah, I still need to work it out, I think. Is this actually right? I don't know. That's 35. That's actually meant to be louder. Wow. We're kind of getting there. Alright, hello there. I don't know why my overlay is not working. Let's try that again. If I can. There we go. Bit awkward when I'm just stuck in an endless void. Alright, we got the game up. You suck bad at PvP. Honestly, I think it's just something that you get better at when you've played more. I say that, I still blow. You know, a number of times in chat I'm asking people for, like, what would they do? I don't want to spoil things, but Andor's made me chuckle a bit lately. I was hoping there might be something for this. It's like, it's not a hard piece to get, I'm just... I think I'm just grumpy I've got to farm it. I think it's definitely created the most fertile breeding ground for content. You know, if you say to a Star Wars fan right now, what do you feel has created, what has been like the best film to sort of spring off from? Rogue One definitely did it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Disney were very harsh with Solo. Like, I get it. When it came out, it was unlucky in my opinion. Like, the characters were in a funny spot because I feel like they all needed to get out the gate fast. But, I mean, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, oddly enough, has sort of connected me to them a little bit. I mean, I like Hero more from playing this now, oddly enough. I mean, Vandal's obviously Chewie, but I like Donald Glover as Lando anyway. I know L3 was a bit of an odd one, but I've got to admit I do like Phoebe Waller-Bridger, so you know, I've got to say I did have a soft spot there. And I would love to see Nestin more. I feel like that character's got a lot of potential if they just find a way to move forward with it. Especially as the actress will be getting older and she can do more with the character. But yeah, Alden was the one who really got hit with it. Yeah, I'd like him to get another shot at it. I was mulling it over the other day, and I wouldn't be against if they did an animated series after Return of the Jedi that focused on the main characters. I mean, you can't say they're reluctant to recast, you know, Luke, Leia, Han. Why not just animate them? Let people do voice work like they did with Kenobi, with Anakin, you know, like the Clone Wars. It could be a pretty cool way of softening people up to the idea of, yeah, these characters are not just those actors. And I say that because I'm a bit mixed about Benjamin Bratt's role in Andor. Like, I love the guy as an actor, but I don't particularly feel comfortable seeing him in the role he's in. And I'm like, I get why they did it. I'm not even saying it was wrong or anything like that, but it felt awkward. And it's like, I feel like, how do I put it? I'm also trying to think how to put it without going too heavy in spoilers. I think if you're going to do a recast, you've got to have a good purpose for it. And I think that was a good purpose, but I still wish there was a way they could have done it without it. That's kind of where my head's stuck. I'm still in the I wish phase. All right. I was mulling something over, and I don't know if I'm going to do it. By the way, hello there, I'm from Sweet. Sorry, I was completely into Star Wars talk for a second then. I'm going to do something I probably shouldn't do, which is waste crystals. But I want to see if I can get this done with very little energy. All right, we got the blues done. Can we just squeeze over the line with these greens? Oh, yes. One more. Hey. All right. As much as I want to get into GAC, we've got an event we can do. And it only cost us 200 crystals, so I'll take that. By the way, CG, triple drops. Mwah, love them. Okay. We got 5 armies for our work there as well. That was kind of worth 200 crystals. Okay. Journey guide. We've got Bo-Katan. We've got Bo-Katan Mandalore as the journey guide. We've got Mando, Caloran Beck, Paz, IG-12. Big disclaimer, I'm probably going to have to remod. But let's see if we can do what we can do without remodding. So, Tier 1, Caloran Beck. I've done a video on YouTube for this, by the way, so I'm not going to go through everything like I did that time. Hello, Grogu. I love how chilly looks that. Okay, so that's the veteran IE5s. Even though our health and protection wasn't crazy high then, I figured let's just try and deal some protection-based damage. Ooh, you're going ham there, aren't you? Yeah, I'm all one getting. You're nearly there, Cal. There we go. Things we love to see. Oh, things we don't like to see. Alright, I may need a remod, but let's just see if we can get through it. I don't think our mods were terrible here. They aren't great. Yeah, we're probably going to need a remod. Oh, saying that. That's probably the thing that's costing him. He's too slow. Hey, Bader, how you doing? Yeah, he hasn't even got speed on that one. Alright. Let's back out of here, man. I'm doing well. How are you today? We've had an interesting morning. We've just for those of you not in the UK, we have a scheme over here called the Motability Scheme, where if you've got like disability benefits, which my mum does, you're eligible to get a car every 3 years via it. So you take money out of your benefits to give you the car, essentially. And today was the day we got a new car, so it's kind of nice. You know, when I think about it, 3 years just feels like a very short time. I don't know why it has to be 3 years. You know, why they don't stretch it to 5 or 10 even. But yeah, we mainly use it just as a way of getting to appointments conveniently. You know, if we had to go on buses, taxis, it's problematic. So nice having it. And yeah, we've actually tried to be cost efficient with it as well. We got an electric car this time, which I'm intrigued to see how it goes. First drive we've had, and it was quite nice, or at least from me on the passenger side. the other one? Calorie. Well, I know for myself, I just try to be there for Mum as much as I can. That's the bottom line for me. I mean, sorry, I just want to make sure I get this right. Yeah, I don't think there's much more I can actually say to hit down the head, to be honest. Right, let's do these just for now. If they need more finesse, we can do that. Essentially, I want to just get good mods on these characters. Yeah, I mean, how I view it, I do this stream now, and then also the reason I'm starting early today is so that I can finish early. That way I can do my mum's dinner. And yeah, if she wants, we can spend the night together. We've been watching a lot of like reality shows of late, which is not something I've really been watching. But at least in terms of a long-term thing. But yeah, there's a few that we've just been kind of, yeah, for lack of a better way of putting it, just having a watch of. The only downside is there's some really annoying sorts on them. Usually just people who go over any little thing. But I mean, you guys have known me long enough. I don't really get crazy happy about many things. Like, I say crazy happy, like crazy excited. I feel like I'm a very level guy. So when I see someone go, it's like, alright, time and place. You know, you do you, but maybe don't do you every 5 minutes over like someone making you a cup of coffee or something. Hey up, Tiny Bubbles, how you doing? General Kenobi to you. I saw snippets from it. I didn't actually watch any of the clips, but I did like see what the things coming out of it were. Like I know they're doing a Ninth Jedi series. You know, like a spin-off from Visions. Yeah, and the Maul series. After watching Tales of the Underworld, I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't a bit of a follow-up from that in there as well. You never know, it might have been like a soft pilot. I think it's going to be like Clone Wars. Or, you know, Clone Wars / Rebels, you know, somewhere in that animation style. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they'll go down the Resistance route again. I think people didn't like it, so they won't try that again. I think things like Visions, that is just literally when they're breaking canon. Well, I think that's what they've got to do to a degree, because we kind of know where Maul goes. It's a bit like Andor now, to be honest. We know where Andor's story ends. So they know what they kind of need to leave Maul on, which is that he ends up on Malachor. I think that's the planet name. So as long as they do something with him that gets him there without altering what happens in the middle, if you like, it's got plenty of room. Alright, I'm okay with giving them a whirl. Raven? All right, you want to do Old Republic, right? I'm with you. At a get-go, we haven't started yet. I've just gone on my account, and I realised that I could do the Bo-Katan event. So I thought, let's start with that, eh? And hopefully it won't stall things too badly. Hopefully. Something tells me they don't want to touch the Old Republic, at least not yet. I think in terms of like the comics, they're very invested in the High Republic. So it's like if I read right, they've done a book post the Acolyte recently. So I don't think any part of like Star Wars is abandoning that period. I think they're just refocusing back on written material. As far as Old Republic, I just think they're waiting on KOTOR to get re-released. And then maybe they'll go into it. But I'm sure I heard that one of these films, like, I can't remember if it's DB Weiss or someone like that, they were going to do a story before the Old Republic. Which, on paper, that sounds crazy in terms of you're going to do a story before, like, the oldest point in the timeline. Well, if it were me, I wouldn't do a movie, I'd do a TV series. I think that was why DB Weiss was hired originally. Alright, let's just do that. Alright, that's one down. I feel like we need to get this one out because I'm sure that's the one with the Raxolite. Even if it isn't Rex, to me it's still a Raxolite. I mean, I can't really comment on Marvel as far as I feel like they've actually got their story out together a little bit. If what we're hearing about Thunderbolts is true. Alright, that wasn't good. I'm not sure if we're just basic. You see, they've been doing that. That's the thing. Since Endgame, they have been introducing new characters. Part of the problem is not all of them have been well received. So I do believe they're going to work on them. But I think also the fan base kind of needs to lean into what they're doing. I haven't yet, but there's a bit of me that would like to go see it, but I'm not sure I'll be able to. Alright, one down. Not liking that turret. Ah, again, he got me. Yeah, it looks like I've modded reasonably well here. I mean, speed's gone up. That ARC Trooper's feeling a pain. No, you can do it at Rallic 7. That's the entry requirement. Yeah, that is... My problem is I don't really see a natural heal for him, because it's only Caloran, so he can't really deal damage when he's using his special, his first special. But that just feels terrible that we're already in the second life. I mean, we might be able to counter the Rex out. There we go. This turret one that I'm concerned about now. I feel I need to focus fire over there when I can. There we go. Now I'm feeling better. There we go. That was fiddly. Alright, 80 shards. Next up, Paz. Alright, let's just burn them. And do whatever that does. Yeah, I've totally memorized all their kits, haven't I? I just know Paz goes bruh. Yeah, not a bad tier, this. Now comes the Hellish tier. The Return, Part 1. This was cool how they did it for what it's worth. Even it created a little R5 for the scene. Alright, so for the life of me, I can't remember the actual way you do this, but we'll muddle along and get there. Next week's the last week. Well, I'm pretty sure it is anyway. We don't do that yet. I'm pretty sure we don't use birds either. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wow, 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 wow. Oof. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. No worries, Drafts, no worries. I'm sure you don't use the birds in this tier. I might be wrong, but I don't recall you using them. That doesn't seem good. I'm going to send that over there. lowers the next laser gate, allowing wave 2 or wave 4 enemies to join the fight. Okay, can we get that one? Cool. Ability block, healing immunity, great. Let's just recover protection. I don't think we need to be coy with that ability. Let's just do that. Bit of defense up. Now, if I remember right, I think you... Okay, we've timed that wrong. Yeah, this is on my main account. Oddly enough, I'm getting it geared second after my free-to-play. Yeah, it's only my second attempt, but what I'm thinking is, I think I've misplayed already, because I'm sure when I did it the first time... Ow. I'm sure the first time, the idea was that you lower the gates as you're about to kill an enemy. That way, how do I put it? You're not having the full brunt of the punishment. I need to look at the actual event mechanics again, just so I can read and explain at the same time. I skipped into the battles too fast this time. I should have reread it. Right, pass that over to Bam. He gets defense up. Let's put DI on us. Okay, send that over there. Ooh, don't kill him, don't kill him. Yeah, just get rid of this one. Yeah, just in case you didn't hear me because of the ad break, this is only my second attempt doing this. But I have done it before on my free-to-play, so I'm working backwards here a little bit. The little while since I did it, though. I think it was last year. Right. Let me remind myself about this. Lower the next laser gate, allowing wave 2 or wave 4 enemies to join the fight. All allies gain 100% turn meter, recover 100% health and protection, and the cooldown to reset. Right, so we want to do that before we kill the last of the front two. That's how I remember we do it. Not like that. Honestly, from Beskar and Mando, you're probably best going for Executor. Executor's quite a natural step forward there. You know, you get the Beskar armor's ship, and that way you've got a way of earning crystals every day. That's usually a good next step. Basic. No problem, no problem. Let's basic again. Survive, survive. You just see all those bloody assists and you're like, ah. Yeah, defense up. We love it. So naturally, the issue is if we wait too late, we can't use the ability. But if we do it too early, then we've got to survive with 3 of them attacking us. So it's a bit of a balancing act, timing that ability. Well, if we could increase our cooldowns, or decrease, even reset our cooldowns, then it doesn't really matter. The Galactic War Store is the place to get it, really. Anywhere else is probably not great value. Yeah, we're doing that because they're just going to go ham for a minute. Ooh, ooh. Let me just read that. Physical damage to target enemy. Increase their cooldowns by 1 and call another Imperial Armor Commando to assist. Jeez. Ooh, ooh. Alright, bam. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's just keep that one quiet. Ooh. Okay, we're still standing. We are still standing. Chimera's good. It's certainly worth going for. Home one, if you get Houndstooth, you should be okay being able to do the fleet events. Saying that, can you actually use home? I can't remember. Can you use Houndstooth in the Fleet Master? I can't remember if it's that or if you have to use the Alliance ships like Rebels. It's been a while since I've had to do them. Okay, we're hurting a bit here. And we're going straight into another wave. Yeah, let's stop them hitting me. That seems like a strong idea to kick off with. And even though it feels slightly counterproductive to be going for the one that we haven't just damaged, I'm thinking at least that one can't hurt us. Alright, I'm really glad I went with damage immunity. Alright, bear with me. Oh, oh. Alright, defense up. You're doing wonders. Let's just sit there. Hopefully Bam can step in if he needs to. Oh, I don't like this though. Oh, oh, oh. Wow. Thank you. Right, let's stun this one. Just for the fact that he's got the most health. Again, pass to Bam. Get rid of this one. I don't want to get rid of this one yet. Hopefully this isn't a kill shot. Right, now I'm okay. And so we're back in some good recovery. Let's silence one of them. And I've got a feeling there's going to be a cleanse, so we're going to just put DI up. There's the cleanse I thought was coming in. So it's 2v2 again. Oh. Oh. Went hammer on Bam. Right, now that's the bit I forgot. We've got to wait for the 5th turn for Beskar armor. Right, that makes more sense. Okay. Alright, we're going to do this. Bit of a mess, but we're going to do it. Not a great start. Alright, a bit of defense up, please. Thank you. Ooh. Okay, basic again. It is really scary how quick they can just chomp that down. Alright, we're on Bam's 5th turn, so we can afford to use that special if we want. With that in mind, I'm just going to pass that there so we can recover some protection, just in case that the commando takes a turn. And then let's do that. Let's invite them to the fight. We are going to stun one of them. Okay, we're going to try to stun one of them. Nothing we like more than a bit of a dodging. Okay. Let's just hang in there. Defense up. Let's go for this weaker one. Alright, enough basic. Ooh, 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 ooh. 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 Those specials are so scary. Alright, yeah, DI. Just recover some protection. Plus it stops him doing that. I'm just going to base it. I think we hold the specials until we're in the next wave now. And just hope that this one dude can't solo us. I really don't want to have to, but he is getting us a little bit squishy, so I think we've got to try and get defense up at least. There we go. Next wave. Let's go straight for one of them with a stun. Nice. And yeah, let's go straight for damage immunity so we can get some protection back. Defense up. Ooh. Okay. What the hell? They turned me into Scooby-Doo. Come on, over that. Okay, pass that to Bam. Come on, hands off RG. Alright, kill shot, lovely. Let's just try and get this one down a little bit more. Only a touch more. Ooh. Okay. Don't kill on this, please. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay, 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 okay. Cool, cool. Wheel cool? Cool. Right. Send that in. Bam basic takes out this guy. We are a little bit open with the DI risk here, but let's see how we get on. Alright, I would like to hit him, but this one's weaker, so let's just deal with it. Yeah, that's okay. Oh! Okay. Again? Ah. Man, oh man. I didn't really check sets before I went in for this. I'm not sure how much it might play in a part, but maybe we need a remod. Okay. Let's remove these two from it. So, Opinionator, you're saying full defense sets. So let's give that a go. And for Grogu, I'm going to make sure it's speed and potency on him. Yeah, I'm not doing Ralix. You don't need to. Right, so that's lowered the physical damage on Bam. But his health's gone up to about 83k. And the armor's up from 57% to 69. What I'm thinking is I might just adjust these a little bit. Yeah, I haven't been using Whistling Birds, I will say that. Did I get that this time? Oh, it ignored sets, right, okay. Let's change the primaries then. I don't think I've seen Zara Skied on it. Right, we're going to give this a go. Let's see if we can make it work. Send these in. I feel like I have done it before, like I say. On my free to play, I've got Bo-Katan, she's Ralix 7, yada yada, so... And do know how to do the event, it's just a little bit rustiness. I mean... If I just go on my channel, I'm curious when it was I did it last. It was a while ago. 5 months ago. Wow. I didn't realise it was that recent. I honestly thought it was over a year ago. I mean, I'll take that. Alright, let's relaunch. Am I free to play? My Main account is not. I'm not a whale, but I have spent on there. My baby account or my second account is free to play. Something's nagging at me. I've lost my volume controls. Open Wavelink. Wavelink's open. Alright, everything's going to go quiet for a few seconds, so just bear with me, folks. There we go. Honestly, it's best not spending on a game like this. I mean, because I have it doesn't mean I recommend. You know, there are good things in the store if you can afford to, but honestly, it's a lot of the time it's best not doing it. I have had a lot more fun with my free-to-play. Historically, anyway. I feel like I'm in a bit of a dry patch right now. Yeah, now I've lost my buttons. Wavelink's open. I think it might be slowly waking up that, yes, it's... game. System. I think it's got memory loss issues. Alright. Not the biggest of things, but if ever I feel like the music isn't right, like, well, I say the music, like the music you're hearing, like the audio, then it's nice that I can adjust it. How I see it, everyone who plays Swaggo started somewhere. Alright, let's put that over there. Okay, we got rid of that one. Trouble is, we got no damage on this one. We need to just work on him a bit. Okay, DI again. Let's send that in. Right, I feel like this just gives us a few seconds to regroup and heal. There's a bit of me right that wishes that we'd been given a different ability with BAM. Oh, I forgot the bleeding heal ability. Alright, that was a mistake. Let's just stand that in. We might struggle because I should have healed. Yeah, I mean, Beskar Mamando's decent. You know, he's a very good starter character. I remember I did try and start a baby account, like a smaller account, about 18 months or a year, 2 years ago. And they were doing a thing where you could get shards for his characters nice and easily. And it was pretty good. They do have a fair bit of longevity in them. At least from the start of the game, you know. Alright, again, I'm going to pop the birds there. Sorry, not the birds, the damage immunity. You know, it's only just occurred to me after all this time of an inconsistency with this, like, event. Like, we've got IG-12 and Grogu here, yet whenever Mando wants to have a heal, he's got to summon Grogu to heal him. Like, multiple Grogus. And a game with multiple Kylo Rens, multiple Reys, it's not the biggest thing, but it's like, okay. That's the thing that happens here. Alright. Basic. Ooh. Wow. Okay, let's send that in. Good luck, Bam. Ow. Ooh. Wowzer. I don't think we've got much longer left here. Send that in. Just stop one of them from hitting me. Yeah, and I need damage immunity. I need to stop this one that's on his own healing me. Or hitting me, I should say. Alright. Face it. Alright. Good to know there's an outbreak coming. Oop, oop. Let's base it. Ugh. Alright, so this is the catch-22 I'm in right now. That I wanted to do my GACs early, but it feels weird starting this and not finishing it. Oh, I didn't mean the birds. I don't think it's like big cost, but it wasn't what I meant. We did recover a fair bit of protection there, to be fair. Alright, that one could die next attack. Good, okay. Okay, so if we can keep this on stun lock now, or as close to it as we can get, and hopefully we can time bringing these two in well. Oh, okay, he's nearly there. Let's do that. 8 dots there. That feels like a fair reason to assume he could die. If not, hopefully a counterattack could do it. Or a basic here. Pick your pick. Ability block there is nice. Again, just base it. Oh, wow. Okay, that was rough. Sand. Or one of them quiet at the very least. Wouldn't say we got that. Despite modding for potency, it's as if these guys don't really care. Okay, a bit of healing immunity. Yay! One of them died of sadness. Nice to see. Alright, Bam with DI can help us recover some protection again. And hopefully this is enough to get... Yep, it is. As I said it. Alright. Wave 3. Oh, we've already hit this dude, so let's go again. Nice. This guy's going to hit us. Let's focus on the guy who got the unstunned. Get some defense up on Bam. So far we've only taken 2 turns with Bam, so we can't lower the shields if we're quick. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. Let's just stand there. Oh, you're kidding me again? We missed the bleeding stun. And Bam's not got DI ready. Just a happy little storm here. Alright, we got DI now. That's okay. I don't mind counter-attacking there. And that should be a kill shot. Alright, we're on 5 turns with Bam, so when we get the chance, we can bring those 2 in. Let's get the stun. Nice. Yeah, I am going to do this now. And we're going to try and stun another, just be a little greedy. And we'll send that there. And one more. Okay, let's hope we haven't been too greedy and all that. Alright, I'm just going all in on this dude. See if we can get him out. Seven dots, that should be enough, yeah. Alright, we're looking good here now. I'm not saying this one guy couldn't solo us, but hopefully he won't. If we just manage him. It's weird though, it doesn't even matter if he only needs to take one of us out. That's the bummer of it all. But, yeah, we can manage him. Eight dots, he should be dead. There we go. Alright. Final tier. Uktar Mandalore will be loaned to you for this tier. And there's Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Bo-Katan Kryze, what's it going to be this time? Surrender or fight? Okay, let's do that. Can't remember the mechanics of this tier too well. think there was something about you can only damage him when he's got armor shred. Or something like that. Oh, it wasn't that. It was true damage. You can only take damage from true damage. I remember now. It was pretty cool. Alright, let's call in Bo-Katan. For some reason, it wasn't really Bo-Katan doing as much there. Oh, come on, we're just not dealing the damage. I'm birding. There we go. I love how they try to make it like, all right, pew, 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 pew. Instead of the, what was it, a star destroyer landing on top of him? Death. All right. Event done at least. Let's lock in Lord Vader as my next journey. Alright. Thanks, Swede. I'm saying Swede. It looks like Swede. I'm from Swede. Alright. I know I can't go far with her, but let's just see how far. It'd be nice if we could go far enough to actually apply the Omicrons. Or some of the Omicrons I've got. We could do that. A little bit mucky, but we could do it. Alright, I'm not putting mods on because I'm going to remod in a minute. Cheers, Opinionator. Alright. Let's just apply what we can see. Yeah, so those are the two I want. At least immediately, they are the two I want. I do want to get reinforcements have arrived as well, because that's a good Omicron, but yeah, I haven't got the Zeta anyway. Honestly, this account's been playing since 2018, so you get to the point where you're not leveling up characters that much, so you just accumulate training droids. Like, I don't do any events for them now. If they suddenly create a system where I need them, then fair enough, I've got them, but I don't need them. Or at least not in the excess that I've got them. It's like credits. Credits I need, I think I'll always need. Whereas, yeah, training droids, complete opposite. If I could donate them, I would. Like purple, blue, and green mats. I've got thousands of them. Right, so that was an hour and 12 I didn't mean to waste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my fleet battles now. And then I can get into GAC. Yeah, credits are always needed. I think I've actually heard like one of the top players in the game saying that credits is the thing he's missing most now. But yeah, I'm pleased we got Bo-Katan. I was debating whether we'd do it on stream or if I'd do it off stream, but even though it took a bit of time, I think it was a good thing to just get out of the way. You know, and I like showing off an unlock on screen. Very tough event though on it with hindsight. Definitely one of those that you can't just rush into. You have to remod, you have to actually think what you're doing. Yeah, sure. I think... Actually saying that, they aren't on YouTube, but they are on Twitch. Let me do this. There we go. Yeah, so I can't do too much more with Bo right now, but I can give us some spare mods. They're going offense and crit chance. That's not the way I go, but they'll be. Honestly, just putting anything on there so something's equipped. Can I just check where Crimson is? Just so I have an idea of what my climb's like. That's not bad, 9. Alright, let's hit Belladonna. Might have to do some account hopping. Try and get this done as quickly as we can. It's the one reason I kind of wish I'd still got BlueStacks installed. Thursday. Stop that. Alright. E and B. I can just say this is such intuitive gameplay. There we go, we've won. Okay. Oh. But yeah, I'm glad we got Bo-Katan, because now I can focus on Lord Vader. That's something that I wasn't planning on doing at the start of the year. I actually wrote something on Discord in my guild's chat. I don't know if I can pull it up. Easily, I should say. Here we go. So, last year, or not even last year, at the start of this year, I wrote down as my plan for 2025. I wanted to unlock C, So we did that. We got Sith Eternal. He's only Relic 7, so there's still a bit more to do, but for now he's okay. I wanted to work towards Baylan and Ahsoka early in the year. We've got Baylan, he's Relic 7. Ahsoka we're just passing on for now because we're going for Lord Vader. And as I said, from there the priority will also be keeping up with the new releases and trying to get a bit ahead of the Kyro grind, which by and large I feel like I am. I mean, granted I haven't got Kyros, you know, flowing around, but I do feel like I'm in an okay spot. Like, it's only new characters that need them right now. It's not like I've got some, like, actually, the one character that's probably a little bit old that I haven't got the Kyro grind finished with is Admiral Trench. It's about gear 8. Everything else seems to be in a good spot. So I feel like I'm in an okay place with it. And then the last thing I wrote was also unlocking Bo-Katan Mandalore would be nice, considering I've had all the tunes at 7-star for most of the year. So I feel like even this early in, I'm doing well this year. So fingers crossed we can carry it on. Okay. Well, as I'm flicking between accounts, I'll see if your ally thing pops up. Not like it disappears in any hurry. Alright, nothing here. I would have liked to have done a battle against Rose then, but I do have a thing against hitting people who technically are in my shard. I say technically because Rose hasn't really spoke at all since he joined the shard. In fact, I think he made a point of saying to us, I don't really want to talk, but I want to be here. And because he was a big account, it was like, okay, that's fine. We'd rather you be on our side than not. But yeah, it's one of those where it's like, it's a bit of a bummer that he's kind of there and I just can't go through him. Like, I don't think he'd care if I did it, but it's that I play on morals a lot of the time. I do the right thing even if it's not for any real reason other than just because. Like when I play RPGs, I tend to play the good guy. You know, I might, if I return and play again, I might just for a goof see what the villainous role's like, but by and large, I always play the goodie. Yeah, no worries. Like I say, if I see your request pop up, I'll add you. I just realised I could have full autoed this. I forgot. Alright, nice and easy. Could it be any other way? Yeah, so I can do... I mean, shoot your faces in my shard as well, but it's that thing of... If I saw someone who actively disrupts us, I'd rather go for them than someone who doesn't. But at this point, no one's like that kind of person, so it's like I might as well just go max jump at this point. It's where I wish there were more people who weren't in the shard, because then I could feel less guilty for it. Well, here we go. And say if you join that Discord server and say I've just been on JJ's stream and I'm looking for a guild, I'm a new player, then they might be able to find a place for you. You're Salsi? Sorry, I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, Discord's free. It's essentially just a... I don't know how to phrase it. It's a social network of cap of sorts, but it's not like a Facebook or anything. Oh, okay, right. I'm trying to think what you actually class Discord as. I've never thought how you describe it. Here we go. This is the AI answer, so pinch of salt. But it says, it's a social platform and communication app primarily used by gamers, but also by others to connect with friends, communities, and creators. That is actually a very precise way of describing it. You know, I've got a Discord server myself, and the main reason is that if people want to chat to me, they can. You know, it's not like, say, a Facebook page where, you know, you're sort of clamoring for likes or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I say go on Discord, it's, as far as in-game activities, it's the best way of actually communicating with other people. But if you've got issues with that, what I would suggest is... I'm trying to think, actually. If you can share like your account details, I may be able to see if there's anyone who's got a guild that could take you in. I'd have to see what it is like. So this is the thing, if it's like really, really small, I don't know if we've got anything that takes in that small. But I also know that we've got a lot of very beginner-friendly guilds, so it's like, I do think there would be, it's just I've not spoke to them in a little while. Last thing I want is put my foot in it by saying, we've got space, and then it's like, oh no, actually we don't. Let's just stem that. I mean, 1 mil seems pretty generous to me, because I think an Hyperdrive bundle only gives you a short of 1 mil. I think it's about 850k, I think. Got the Hyperdrive bundle. That genuinely makes me laugh at the moment. I remember when they first released it, £100 and you're thinking, my God, this is going to break the game. You know, because I remember, like, my guild mates were getting it, and I'm like, you're going miles ahead of me. You've just had a massive jump in your GP. And it genuinely scared me. I'm like, how the hell am I going to compete with this when I can't put down 100 quid like that? And to see it now, is it $9.99? $19.99? I can't remember the price, but it's like, how the mighty have fallen. I say that because it's still a good deal, you know, it's certainly worth the value now. But man, yeah. I'm Joe Blogs around here. I'm now special. Let's do that. Right. You know, it's funny. Sometimes I get messages saying, stretch, hydrate. And I'm actually at that point now where I do need to do both. It's nice when you have autonomy over your own actions. I'm actually thinking what I'm doing next week because I'm going back to a pattern now over the summer where I stream Thursday, Saturday, Monday. So with no Grand Arena after Monday next week, I'm thinking I continue with Clone Commando. Things I haven't been streaming that to YouTube. And I don't really want to go through the rigmarole of uploading the past streams to YouTube, even on my Let's Play channel, so it's like, I had a thought about doing something different, but I don't know what. And plus, I don't want to just pick up a game and drop it again. I do that too often. I could have sworn when I first started playing this game, this launch screen was different. Maybe I've got it in my head that it was LucasArts or something. No, I remember it was different. It was it used to say Capital Games. I don't know if it still does now. I just can't remember that it pops up. Either way, it's just that little thing of going, ah, yeah. And there we go. Yeah, I play on the PC version. Honestly, now if I went back to playing any other way when I'm streaming, it would not be fun for me. Although saying that, I'm just realising you might be talking about if I stream other games on PC. To answer that, I streamed Clone Commando on PC. I do play some PS5 games on stream though. Oh, you know, like I stream from my PS5 to here. The game's the same on PC and mobile, it's smoother on PC. If I was to try and hook up my phone to the PC to stream, it's not straightforward. And if I were to emulate my phone on the PC, it's worse. And that's what we did for a long time. It's not something I enjoyed. You had a lot of game crashes and lagging, and it was just horrendous. At least for a game that's got a fairly competitive vibe to it. Yeah, you can do it. You just have to connect your account to a if I'm right, it's called EA Connect account. It's essentially you create an account with EA and then you just link that to your Galaxy of Heroes account. But you don't have to put anything like payment or any sort of overly personal details. I think it just asks your name and other bits and bobs like that. I wouldn't mind. I can't remember actually doing one of mine. I think it might be. No, it isn't this one. It was my main account one. I didn't even realise I'd set up an account with them. It was that long ago. Like, I've got like contacts on there, and I only know of them because I remember them from like university or college or something. It does need to be the same email address as the account that you... I'm trying to think how you phrase it. Essentially, if you're creating an account with... Again, sorry, struggling to get what I'm trying to say out here. If when you created your account on your phone, you use one email, and then when you try to create your EA account, you use another email, that won't work. They do have to be the same email. I did have that issue. Right, I was on Crimson. Completely forgot what account I was on then, so I'm like, where am I? Where am I? Crimson, okay. Yeah, so part of the reason I change screen like this all the time is because I have to put in my login details, so I can't actually do that without showing you my details. So what I can do is I can try and just describe where it is. Also, there is a web store. If you go on there, you can get free rewards daily. So that's another reason to try and get this sorted. Yeah, there's no difference between mobile and PC in terms of the actual gameplay. It's just for streaming, it's a lot smoother on PC. Well, I say streaming in general, the gameplay's smoother, but the actual game doesn't change. It's just I find it cleaner to play on here. But yeah, like, I've just gotten the little cog by my name. And if you were to go to... Oh, I've just realised it's not on mine, because... I forgot it's a PC... It isn't a PC option, it's a phone option. Oh, okay. Been a while since I've had to do it. Scorpion, thank you for the follow. Hello there. I'm going to have a look on my phone and see how it goes. I go back to it. If you're able to get on Discord and go on the... Just, like, go on that server link I sent, you should be able to chat with people and they might be able to guide you a little bit more than I can while I'm doing this as well. Oh, double alert. Yeah, for what it's worth, if you've got like, how do I phrase it? If there's anything like your family say don't go on social media or don't do this, that, or the other, by all means, do what you feel's right. You know, this is just what I would always say to people. You know what I mean? But you do what you gotta do. Okay. Let's smack that. Scimitar for the win. What time is it exactly? 3 o'clock, bang on. Yeah, I am actually curious, because it is a while since I set it all up. They've had the PC version of the game out for a year now, or thereabouts. And I did have issues at the start because they launched it like in an invite-only phase. So if you weren't given an invite to try the PC version, you couldn't actually play it. And during that period, I did have an invite, but I couldn't set it up with my main account because I didn't know the email address was wrong. So, thankfully that all got sorted, but yeah, it was a bit of a messy time. And because of that, I can't remember a lot of it. Alright, so Tamin's at number 1. Let's just bounce out of here for a minute. Not open. The I'm trying to think what to call it. Sticky thing. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I don't think it's open. Power tools, that's what I'm after. Okay, maybe not. There it is, I think. Fancy zones. Is that all working? Yeah. Up and running. Right, close that down and there we go. Back how I like it. Yeah, just want to have a look, see how you do sign in on here. Alright, so on phone, it says connect right at the very top of the settings menu. Right. It says connect right at the very top. Okay. You go there, it'll say EA Connect or something like that. It'll have the EA symbol in green. And then below that, sign in with Apple or Game Center sign out. That's me with my iPhone. Maybe it's different. I'm assuming, sorry, it's different with Google, with Android, something like that. So yeah, if you can go on the EA Connect, you should be able to then find a way of connecting it up. If not, maybe someone knows more than me in terms of how to actually sort that out. Yeah, no worries. Okay, let's just get this last fleet battle out the way and then Grand Arena can start. Belatedly. I know I could do a speed run in them. I say that, I could do a speed run in them, but I could also do a win in them. Double and triple drops have drained my credit balances, so I could do again some back in the bank. Okay, so after Fury, Scimitar, and we win. Days like today, I really wish my Fleet Arena guard mates or whoever they may be, I kind of wish they wouldn't hit me. You know, I know that people have to, but it's just that thing of when I've been doing all that with Bo-Katan, it's like, could I have not been like third in the climb and I just had to do one battle to sort of get to the top? Saying that, I kind of would prefer not having as much to do on my day off, as it were. When I'm sitting on the sofa and I have to play this, I feel guilty. You know, it's meant to be time away from the game and it draws me back in. Right. I know you can connect via Google, but honestly, connecting via EA is probably the cleaner approach because it's their own connection thing. Alright, we're all done. Right, I'm going to run a quick ad break while I'm switching accounts, and then we're going to start on Tamin's GAC. Obviously, that's for the Twitch folks. I haven't actually mentioned it, but we got the Disguised Clone Trooper marquee the other day. And I was really frustrated by that. Mainly on my free-to-play account. On both, I had to do 3 attempts to get 4-star DCT. But on my free-to-play, it went 5 shards, 5 shards. So that meant I was at 25. So it was like, you're really forcing me to do this extra one, aren't you? I mean, even if it was 7 and 7, it would still be bad. But just the fact that it was 5, 5, and then a 10, it felt like it was really rubbing it in. Like, yeah, we're making you do 3 minimum. I think there's a bit of me that's just like, can I not get like a 10 drop? Just something to make it a little smoother. Anyway. Enough of that. Let's get into Grand Arena. So, brand new week. We're up against SF Banana Louise Goodbye. Based on what we can see, I get the feeling that SF Banana Louise Goodbye has quit the game. He doesn't have a guild. So, I think he's called it and he joined Grand Arena, you know, before making his decision. So, fingers crossed, I've got to buy this round, essentially. But we're going to at least respect this guy's account. We're going to attack it as if he's going to attack. And, yeah, we're going to just do our best. So, just for... we don't think call this a eulogy for this guy's account. He had 13.4 million GP to my 12.4. He had 388 Zetas to my 323. He had 34 Omicrons to my 46. I'll take that as a pro. If anything, did GA Omicron, so maybe his former guild was a TW guild. He had all the GLs. 10 more relics than me. If we break them down, he had 10 more relic 9s than me. 47 to 14 relic 8s. I was ahead on the 7s, 93 to 90. And I was ahead on the 5s, 85 to 76. He was winning on the mod score, 104 to 122. 20 pluses, 309 to 349. And 15 pluses, 471 to 683. So, interesting. More Datacron rerolls. And nothing screaming out at me that's crazy. Nothing looks great, but yeah. I think it's just a case of it is what it is. That's a very fast Echo. Very fast 5th brother as well, but he's got them clocked very nicely. Very fast Ezreal. So yeah, some very fast characters. Things you like to see. Alright, so that was the wrong window to close. We've got a blank plan. Let's fill it. Alright, I would show my defense, but it's like, let's just get straight into it. So what have we got to face? We've got Tuskens. By the way, I would have loved it if this guy had gone full meme and put down a bunch of, like, Ewoks or something. We've got Malgus. We've got Finfinzori. And we've got the Great Mothers. Okay. Then we've got Supreme Leader Kylo. We've got Jab Jab. Ahsoka with Ezreal. We've got Queen Amidala. And we've got Rey. So, with all that in mind, Leia's going to do Ahsoka. It doesn't feel great, but I'm thinking Bane can do, or try to do, Supreme Leader Kylo. With that lineup, it should be Sia versus Rey. Maybe the Great Mothers can do Queen Amidala now. Aphra can do Jabba. Then Darth Revan can do the Great Mothers. I think Traya might be a clean option versus Tuscans. What was the exact lineup for Savage? Savage, Malak, Talon. I mean, kind of like that. With the added fear issue. I think we can do C against Malgus. Fear is the issue. I think potentially we throw Jabba at it, but for now we'll just say that's tentative. And go on for now, I'll just put Malgus there just to fill a hole, but Andy wants at the back. There's plenty of room for maneuver. Alright. I feel like Bane here is important. We need to see how he gets on. It'll be on the settings menu right at the very top. And then when you go into the second menu, it will be... Oh, hang on, saying that. That's something I don't know. I don't know if, because of your age, I don't know what your age is, but I'm assuming you're below a certain age that they might be looking at, that it could be that you can't access it. That might be something you want to Google. Like, I'm not asking for your age or anything like that, but just, again, they do have certain things in the game that with age filters, like if you go in the guild chats, you probably won't be able to send messages. I know they have weird things like that to try and protect younger players, which I get, you know. Here we go. Oh, of course I've got no crons. Alright, let's just do this. Here we go. Right, Hux is looking a bit squishy already. Shall we just smack him? Alright, suck. And swipe. Okay. Feel a bit better after that. Do that. Okay, and swipe. Cool. Nice 65 for Bane. Yeah, it could be that. I'm just saying don't write off EA doing things like that. It won't be the first time they've done something with good intentions, you know. Sorry, I feel like I'm referencing a very dated song there. Alright, let's send in Aphra and the droids. Oh, you know, I answered this the other week about what was my favourite team, and I do stand by Bad Batch, like the old OG Bad Batch. They are probably my favourite, but honestly, not a lot beats watching BT1 destroy things. Let's remind me, what does this do? Torture. I think we can put that there for what it's going to do. Yeah, let's just do an AoE at this point. I don't specifically know. I've been an Apple user since about 2010 or 2012 or something like that. It's been a long time since I've looked at Android phones. I found the Android interface very confusing, so I've actively avoided it. Like, Apple might get there slow, but at least I know what they're doing. Okay, so a couple of generations ago. Right. I'm guessing 2018-19, that? I mean, it's a little older, but how I view it, I had an iPhone 10, and the only reason I actually upgraded from it was the fact that I was kind of sick of the battery dying. Yeah, that's also something that I hear a lot of Android people taking the pee out of, but yeah, other than that, it was actually still doing alright. So it was like, I never really felt it aged badly. It was just the battery needed a replacement badly. Yeah, don't start a new account. That ain't worth it. Not over just try and get on, not over anything like this, I should say. Alright, we're looking at bulk. With extra bulk on top, wow. That's fun. On the flip side, there's no Sabine. But I think it is probably worth just putting that armor pen on. Ooh, but that is a lot more armor pen. Oh, but saying that Drogon's special damage, so armor pen doesn't mean Jackal, so let's just... I got there on my own! Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's send that to Drogon. That was a very quick start. Yeah, I'm going to try and hide Drogon. Okay, I said try. Apparently I don't succeed. Let's put the focus on Leia. we get DI? No, we're blocked because of the buff immunity, of course. Ugh. Seriously not a fan of that. Yeah, we're going to lose R2. Oh, we got it. Okay. I really want to save the ulti turn. Doesn't feel the wisest thing, but I'm also thinking I want to try and... Okay. And kill, please. There we go, we get R2 back. Alright, send that in. And pass that to Drogon. Oh, she's nearly there. Come on. I know Leia Ahsoka isn't like a soft counter. It is probably one of the hardest counters, but still, that wasn't looking good, so I'm pleased that didn't go away from me. Alright. Queenie. I said I was going to do the Great Mothers, so let's do it. Say Doom there. And there. Lovely. Okay. Let's Doom Queenie. Oh, okay. I didn't mean that, but we'll cope with it. I might just have to take a time with Queenie. Thankfully, there's no damage like there was with Pow there. It can still hurt us, but I don't think they're going to kill us like he would have. There we go, all in. Alright, we're still stuck on the Handmaiden. Alright, all in. Let's get rid of Qui-Gon. Oh, nope, he's hanging in there. He is being a bit stubborn. I'm actually just going to try and take out this Handmaiden. Just get it out of the way. Plus it'll reduce Master Qui-Gon's health just a little bit. There we go, that'll do it. 57. Nice, smooth battle. And then finally, we got the Ufus. We got Seer. We got Taran. We got Cal. And we don't need a Kron. Maybe. You know what? We're going to use Watt's Kron for that armor pen because Ufus like armor pen. And I like seeing Ufus do things. Alright, Taran. You love your rocks. Get going. Alright, slow start. I'm going to be disappointed if I lose this one. Let's just smack that. 13 stacks. Let's just do basic. Yep, whirlwind. Let's put up the shield. Diffuse, I'm assuming you're referring to. I'll be honest, I hadn't thought of Lord Vader. I probably should have checked. But saying that, this guy's looking like he's quit the game based on his name. I might just be falling for a trap, but I'm like, go on, we'll take your word for it. Ooh. Won't be the first time I've been gullible. Won't be the last. Alright. Go on. Let's see if Lord Vader is back there with some clones. Nah. And so we've got Kira, Caloran, Trench, Dash, and DTMG. Nice little group. Kira and Caloran. That reminds me of Keenan and Cal for some reason. We've got Trench. We got Dash. And we've got Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Alright, so let's do JML there. We'll do some interesting options here for sure. Maybe we do Balin on DTMG. Bulba there. Raver there. And I'm thinking maybe Sidious can do that. I struggle a little bit with what's his face, Django at the start, but the rest of them aren't immune to dots or anything like that. We'll play it by ear a little bit. But yeah, interesting. So we'll start up here. Bring in the Sith. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, and a bit of a squishy one at that. Alright. Chieftain's drinking the Kool-Aid. We isolate the summon. That way we can kill the main one. Honestly, try and tell myself this. Like, commit it to memory. Alright, so Savage can, well, not permakill, but he can kill. I'm not too worried because Nihilus will still get a chance here. Yeah, so Trey gets hit quite bad there. Thankfully she can cleanse all that. I feel like there should be a title for that, something like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Savage. I'll be back on Saturday now, sweet. But yeah, if you're going, I'll catch you around, man. Alright, suck, suck, suck. And stabby, stabby, stabby. Okay, that was a bit awkward. Boink. 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 57. Alright, jab jab. Let's get you to the party in time. I seem to remember this being a team comp that had a bit of legs to it. Been a while. That's Nasty's doing you a load of good, isn't it, Savage? I'm really just working on the contract. I don't care if I kill him before Bolt, just as long as I kill him. Alright, feel free to waste your sucks, Malgus. Not Malgus, Malak. Malak. I bet there's been some really weird pronunciations of his name. Like, I can imagine some reporter or something going, Darth Malak? Just some weird stuff. Malak. There we go. Alright, see. You know what? We're not going Chancellor banners. Even though I don't think this guy's doing out, we're just going to play it safe. We're in a good spot, and I want being in a good spot going into Crimson, which we do need to be in good form for. They want what? Turn down for what? Alright, there's what every guy wants. Bastila, you've lost this battle. Please don't take my what with me. I was going to say, just be rude if you took my what away from me. I kind of want to stall a bit here, but I don't think I can, really. I mean, what? Come on, take some turns. Let's speed down. He's wrecking him. And to C's credit, he is trying his best not to kill her. I don't know if it's a credit or not, but yeah, go on, sod it. We'll nuke her at full health. Do it before we lose a health bar. That one banner, though. Considering what sometimes dies in them battles, it's not the worst thing, but it's like so close. Alright, I think I put Malgus down for this. Don't know if I'll go for another counter, to be honest. I mean, Malgus was there, but sod it, we'll do that then. Apparently that's a counter. Let's just pop that there. Oh, wow. I don't think Hero Finn got the memo there that he's not meant to die so easily. Oh, okay, we can switch targets. Right, bit of stealth for Talon. Alright, pretty straightforward. 55. Yeah. And Great Mothers. Time for the rest of the Sith Empire band to join up. Oof. Okay. Let's just smack Morgan. And fear the Great Mothers. Pop that off. And suck on the Great Mothers. And bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Right, smack that. Fear them. Or fear that. Alright. 57. I need a recap. We're doing Dabba Boba here, apparently. I don't know if this works, but let's find out. We can ignore protection, so that's got to be a good start. You know, just go give Nesta punchy. Yeah, I don't think they're winning. $58. Yeah, that was a win. That was a win. Inquisitorias. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, you little git. You'll be taken down with extreme prejudice for that. I've been on my merry little way for a little bit, and you suddenly decide to go all guns a-blazing, Cam. Taking out my Grand Inquisitor. There has to be a penalty for that. $53. I'm not happy with them banners. That could have been better. Okay, Trench. Another one where I can file this under. I don't know if this works or not, but I am giving Sid a go. Let's start with that. Oof. Yeah, we're out. Okay. It can't do that. Good to know. Right, with that in mind, we're just going to overkill it. Let's start, make sure we get some on trench. Pass that to Big Boss Nasya Anna. Bye bye, Newt. I mean, he's damaging me, so I can't do anything for a minute, but once he's out of there, oh boy. Ooh, death mark. Things you love to see. 37. Okay. Arguably should have done that from the start, but I'm like, let's give the Gungans a go. Sorry, let's give Sid a go. The Gungan's cleaner. Alright. GAML. Oh, we don't want Mace there. Let's go Luke. That's Chrom. And stuns. And let's just start dealing true damage. Increase cooldowns there just so that Dash doesn't go crazy. Nice. Nice. Thankfully, Sana can't do much on her own. Pass that to Luke. And 56, I'll take that. Alright, last up. Let's get on board the mercenary train. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3. And let's just go there, I guess. We'll do that. We've got 22 stacks. I don't really want to use that yet. Let's just call Balin. I mean, it's not a bad way for us to keep it in DTMG if they just keep forcing a counter. Ooh, okay. Got a lucky escape there. All right. Pretty smooth, this. Yeah, I like the Balin there. I mean, I wouldn't even say I played that efficiently. And yeah, pretty straightforward. All right, Leviathan. Death. Everton, hello there. How you doing? Let's just smack punch him on. And we'll base it there. Recoup some health. Yeah, we'll do that. This battle should be like bread and butter to me, but I feel like in that little gap I have between rounds, I forget what I'm doing. Okay. Let's do that. We'll top that up on Fury class. Go over there, base it. Base it. We do love to see a punishing one down. Leviathan goes. A stun Houndstooth. Kill Razor Crest. Actually, let's just smack that there. And there, why not? And we'll do an AoE. There is a method in the madness. Who needs topping up? I'm guessing priority with Fury class. And Houndstooth's going to do Jack all here. I mean, ideally we're going to keep it feared, but on the off chance it gets out, yeah. Really good. $74. So, Rebels versus Radis. And then we're going to do Radis versus Malevolence. I'm a little wary of... Yeah, I thought if I hit another ship, they would haunt the Star Fortress. Okay, it's a bit expected. Let's smack it. No foresight, so it can just go down. Normally I would use the basic, but I'm thinking, let's get some reinforced hull, is it? I think that's what the buff's called. Wherever it was, it went. That was why I did it. I thought maybe we could just improve our defense a little bit just for this incoming blow. Let's wiggle. Basic here. Fly by. Sadly, we didn't get the assist. Cool, just comeuppance left. I mean, we lost Y-Wing, which is unfortunate. I didn't want to lose the ship at all, but we still got through reasonably okay. Alright, pop that. one thing as well, we haven't got the vultures out in the open, but that didn't really help us. Oh, wow, Poe down. That's not good. Okay, well, that's something, I guess. Alright, just under 3 minutes until the ad break, and I won't win it before then. Okay, they didn't cleanse the tank, which is interesting. Alright, deflect shield's decent. Ooh. This does not feel hot. Ooh, comeuppen's down, okay. We got him. We got him. That's the main thing. 64 banners, not great. Final score, 2046. Alright. That's what we wanted. Like I say, I think this guy's not got an attack because by the looks of it, he's quit playing. But I'd say we performed well, which is the main thing I wanted from this round. I'm like, okay, let's just get a good score. That way we go to Crimson, they've set a good score. So fingers crossed we don't perform badly there. Right, now the ad break is going to be starting in just under 90 seconds on Twitch. So I'm going to switch accounts, but I'm also just going to nip downstairs for a second. So let me just make sure I'm signed in so that we're not further behind. There we go. So I'll be ready when I come back up. So in the meantime, I'll put a BRB on. And yeah, losing the name. All right, here we go. Hello again. We even getting error messages on the screen. That's when you know we're back. Okay. What's this about? Flick climb? Yeah. Alright, let's get in. Let's see what we're facing. So, Gallade. That's our opponent for Crimson. Let's bring Gallade up. So, Gallade. I'm 11.4 million. They're 12.4. Datas, I've got 296. They've got 349. Omicron's 38 to 34, so nice to be ahead on something. They've got 3 more GLs than me, the full complement. Relics, 188 to 236. And then the breakdown, they've got double my R9s, 5 to 10. 15 R8 on my side, so they're 26. We've got advantage on R7s, 84 to 76. But they've got an advantage on 5s, 59 to 85. Speeds, they're ahead of me, 57 to 73. 20s, 216 to 302. And 15s, 378 to 531. Yep, so more Datacron rerolls as to be expected. Just looking at this, I'd say the modding looks on point. Nothing's sticking out at me. I mean, that's actually a bit odd. Health and potency set. But yeah, a lot of it looks on point. I'm very surprised at Baby Zori like that. But yeah, a lot of these things do add up. I'm thinking, alright, this guy seems to know what he's doing. The score he's put up seems to suggest that as well. So yeah, follow me intrigued. Now, if I load up Crimson, we've got nothing on the defense, but we've got nothing on the offense either. So, we're going to fill the offense in again. Let's show you what has happened though. So, North Wall. All cleared in 1. I'm hoping for a drop. Just the 1 to give me a bit of hope. Qui-Gon, Queenie, Gas, Kenobi, Rey, all one shot. All. Sortie, Clones, Debo, Sherpa, Caloran, all one shot. This is looking kind of grim. Ooh, 3 shots on Executor. I will take that. That is a small, small glimmer of hope. We need to latch onto it. Alright, so let's see what hell they've got prepared. Okay, we can see Jab Jab. We can see the Great Mothers. We can see Leia. We can see Rex 5s. And Thana. Thana Han Chewie, by the way. I know I didn't scroll down. Then the South Wall, we can see Ahsoka. No Ezra. That's with Rey. Great. Queenie. We got CLS. Bit of an odd one to see nowadays. I may have put it on my defense on my main, but still it feels weird doing it. There was Rey there, and we've got Newt Dooku Django. That's an odd one. Alright. So, because I didn't do it last time, I need to fill in what I've got. So, let me just drag this over here a minute so that I can actually type. So, we've got JML. We've got Sith Eternal Emperor. We've got Supreme Leader Kylo. Darth Revan. Darth Malgus. We've got Adrad. We've got Third Sister. Let's scroll down a bit more. I will put Padme in just in case we use a Give May, but I'm not anticipating that. We've got Veers. Kiet is the Harbinger of Veers. We've got Bo-Katan Mandalore. We've got Seer. Again, Malicos is the Harbinger. We've got Treya. We've got Wampa. Even though it's not something I would want to rely on, we've got Beskar Mando available. We've got Emperor Palpatine, aka Starkiller, if we can afford to do that. I'm going to put Jedi Knight Revan down just in case we use the lead, which, to be honest, with doing JML Cal Luke, that's usually possible. Got Mother Talzin for Jabba. Let's see what else we got down here. Got Bane, that's a big one. Ooh, got to scroll down a bit more though. I'm going to put Dash just in case we can do some with Dash leads. Same with Newt. You never know, maybe there's some weird pomp available. We've got Dabba Bulba, that's a big one right now. I'm going to put Trench and CLS. And just in case we see a gas, I'm going to put the Gar Saxon down. We got Finfin Zori. I should put that on defense, to be honest. We got Sidious. We got Mon Mothma. Just props to Genevieve O'Reilly, by the way. We got Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. We got Iden. We got Hunter for the Bad Batch. I feel at this point it's safe to say we're going down to the poorer options. I mean, I will put Wedge again just in case there's an Adrad we can throw, but I think at this point we're kind of at the bottom of the list. Okay, so let me just back out of that a minute. And let me just save this plan. What have I been calling these? Just Chem Crimson, right? We'll call this Crimson. Alright, Crimson 3v3. There we go. Right, with all that in mind, let's have a quick look at the Jabba team first of all. I want to see if there's that Kron in play. Looks it. Yeah, so straight away that throws Night Sisters into doubt. But how this looks, I may need to do it. We've got Darth Revan for the Great Mothers. I do need to throw Slacker at Rey. I don't really trust... Oh, saying that though. Oh, that's tough. Okay. The difficulty here is both Ahsoka and Leia kind of want the same thing. And also, I don't know what one of them would want Bane. Ooh. I mean, that's where my head is, essentially. One of these two... Actually, no. We're fine. I've just clocked it. Bo-Katan Mandalore can do Ahsoka. I've just realised Ahsoka without Ezra can be bowed, so that's good. That means we can then do First Order Slacker there. Could even possibly go a little bit overkill can do Sea Bane if I wanted. I was actually saying that, it doesn't seem to indicate I need Bane. So, we could just go Bane. We've got Treya for Queenie. Iden for CLS. Malgus for Rex. What was the Newt comp? It was Newt Dooku Django, I think? Yeah, Newt Dooku Django. Oop. Right, on wrong monitor that. Yep, there you go. So, bit of an odd one, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I do have the feeling something like Red Jedi Training could deal with it. I don't think it will require something big. Maybe Fenzori could deal with that. Dana, again, presume it's the Datacron that we know is a problem. We're going to need something that will land debuffs. Yeah. Part of me is thinking DTMG. But the thing is, I don't trust my DTMG. So, yeah. Raver could be an option. For the simple fact we're guaranteed debuffs with Purge. Yeah, that looks like a motley crew. You know, we've still got 2 GLs chilling here. So I feel like this is okay. It's looking a lot better than I thought at the start anyway. Right, so let's get the highlight of this out of the way, which is BKM. Yeah, we'll throw in BAM. Alright, just double checking it was BAM and IG, yeah. Alright. And I've got a dash prawn for this. Okay, so we can't do too much there, but I can pass that to Bo. We'll get the birds out. That's 12 stacks, so that should be enough. Cool. Right, nothing too crazy on their side. It's just basic. Alright, Fulcrum down. Remind me, what's off balance? Lose 10% health and 10% turn meter if damaged by an attack. Okay. I think I'm going full auto here. I don't think there's anything too intense about it in terms of what we do. I mean, maybe just avoiding birds is a thing, but you would expect BAM to put damage immunity out at some point. There we go. Yeah, 8 stacks. Not a lot, but it is still healing immunity. Like, okay, it was. Ancestral Resolve's building as well. That's not bad. Even though I can't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head, I always get the impression it's a buff that you benefit the longer battle goes on. Yeah, defense, max health. And you're dealing more damage based on stacks, so perfect. Yeah, I'll take that. 64. Alright, next up, Freya. Uno, dos, tres. Yeah, we'll go for that. I'm gonna say they go first. They do their weird and wonderful things. I'll smack them. I mean, 3 lightsabers to the face, that really is a smack in it. Like a teensy weensy hit. Okay. Nihilus is due to go. Bye-bye. Let's just do that. Ooh, okay. Isolate POW. Suck. Just steal what buffs we can. Decrease cooldowns. Boing. Right, nice 57. Okay, Iden could be a risk here, but I have had success using this before, so why not? Right, let's do that. I'll do that, but I'm not convinced it was the right move. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't like Chewie doing that. I'd rather him going for Iden. Alright, that's good. We want CLS under control. Plans. There we go. Perfect. Counters. Brilliante. Molto bene. Next up, Rey. Yeah, we need the full First Order shebang to get this down cleanly. I'll say cleanly. Get it down. I've got a cron somewhere that's the one. I think I find that every time. Right, poke Ezra. And past a slacker, we're going poke again. And you know what, we will send it in on Rey. Just get them stacks of inspired down a little bit. Bit of retaliate on our side isn't the worst thing. Get Ben down a little. Ooh, okay. Ray down. Oof. Not what I wanted. So we're going to lose Hooks for sure. Let's just poke Ben. And we'll just send that in to be sure. Bye-bye, Hooks. Thank you for your service. Let's leap. Yeah, 50 banners. It's terrible, but it's a one-shot. Finfinzori, again, I don't know if this works, but I'm making an assumption here it can. Have I got any light sides? Let's go for that. Let's pass that to Zori. And she can call the assist there. Alright, one down. Cash that in. Alright, I'm worried about Terminator Trap in here. Alright, from there we're fine. Past that. Healing immunity. Pull the assist. Stun. And in again. 56, one banner shy. That's a little annoying. I thought I played that pretty clean. Alright, Batwall. Okay. I saw Lord Vader. I did have my heart in my mouth for a second because even though Mol did a good job of warning me earlier, I did actually forget that Lord Vader exists. Alright. Enoch. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Qui-Gon Jinn. Malgus. And Lord Vader. Rise. So, I mean, it's not CX2 and Apo, so Lord Vader from JML is not bad. I'm going to run the ad break just now, by the way, on Twitch, just so that it's not running when I'm talking or doing a battle, so let's run it. I feel like I'm the only person who places gas on defense, by the way. Ever since I've got my GAR and ISC up to Rally 5, I've not seen a single gas on this account. I could possibly get away with that. I don't really trust Wampa. I feel I should, but I don't. I mean, I could give Trench a go. I was talking about using him. Have we got Django available? No. Okay, so that's kind of out the window anyway. I mean, is it a Wampa battle? And I'm just not seeing it. Well, maybe Dapper Boba could do it. I mean, they've both got a revive. So punch Qui-Gon, and then punch Anakin. He can do Malgus. I don't know if Sidious can actually do Enoch. Well, hang on, I can't do that, but... Yeah, exclude your owls. We don't want any of that. Yeah, I'm not surprised that's got a high win rate. Maybe I do just throw CLS at it. It's fairly consistent. Or at least I think it is. And then Adrad that. Yeah, let's give that a go. At least it's a starting point. Got one drop in me, essentially. So, let's see if we can afford not to use it. Like, for instance, Jabba here is giving me the EBGBs. Thankfully, the sides are R5. Right, we'll apply that. So far, they're going for the ones I want. Alright, I really need you to die, Sarge. Okay. Now we're cooking, I think. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, I think we're not cooking. Oh, crud. That Kron really disrupts that counter. Oh, man. Okay. I didn't put Seer down. I'm wondering if Seer Malicos has got any legs against Jabba. I mean, when you think Seer Starkiller does, then maybe the super team can do it. I've just never attempted it. Yeah, we'll go for the extra high armor pan. Right, let's just get rid of that. I'll just get rid of what we can, arguably. Rock's thrown at Bush, she's down. Cool. Right, in this situation, we do this. We don't chance Night Sisters, we just give this a go. Throw more rocks. Ooh, nearly. And throw some rocks, Taran. Get rid of him. Alright, so that was an unfortunate drop considering the banner's in play, but we might still be in it if Fleet goes our way. So we aren't out, but we're certainly not in the driving seat now. I felt like we were, as long as we did have that little bit of wiggle room. But now it's really anyone's game. Alright, that was a bit of a waste of an ability there. Marin, you're going to be an absolute arsehole, aren't you? Oof. Yeah, I may have been a bit blunt, but I chose the right word. Yeah, basic. Oh, okay. Really resilient to that death mark. Okay, in terms of banners and efficiency, this battle was not good. We went from a 57 to a 54, so yeah. That one could be rough. What was the stats as well? 95% armor pen. That could be bad. I think I might bring Stet with me. Maybe we can do some Malgus balance and shenanigans again. What's the best health? Oh, hang on, saying that, our best health cron would be this, surely. I essentially just don't want Drogon insta-killing one of us. Just because he's jacked up on offense. Or armor pen even, I should say. I'm falling for the same trap as I did on offense. He doesn't deal armor pen, he deals resistance pen. I'm a twonk. Right, suck. Okay. Okay. I'm not liking this. Players, going ult. Yeah. And that's the Grand Arena. I don't see a way through that. I mean, if I go see what GBA, maybe I can get lucky, but I don't think it's enough. I might be wrong there. Something tells me you don't do that, but I might be just having voices in my head. I'm not used to putting tank tech on seat. Felt the norm. Okay, that was rude. That was like a system. This systematic destruction of my sides. I mean, my concern is now that Leia could just one-shot me and revive Drogon. Okay, that didn't happen at least. We're certainly not in a good place though. I mean, I need to recover a lot of health here. I might have to do this purely to try and get out of this awkward position with Daze. Cool, Sartu's just hitting under protection. And Leia being Leia means I can't decrease my cooldowns quicker. Right, we're doing that again purely to take turns. I want that protection a little bit healthier so that if they aren't hitting under protection, I'm just hanging in there a bit better. But I don't think I survived this. Oh, wow. I mean, Drogon's out. I'm thinking maybe we can. Let's see, I need JM out at the back. I need that if I'm going to take down Lord Vader. Even just to save face in this Grand Arena. So I'm essentially repositioning what I can afford to move. I'm thinking maybe Dad Bob Bulba. It's only Empire Galactic Legends he's a bit of a dud against, so maybe we can make something work here. Yeah, I'm not surprised we struggled a bit there. Alright, lay it down. Cool. All right. 26. I mean, we got through it. But yeah, those battles there have lost us this round. Let's see if we can finish up lean enough. We'll do Sith Empire. 1, 2, 3. Certainly not a threatening bunch. I could do with Malgus keeping that taunt. I don't particularly want to lose Marauder, for instance. Ooh. There we go. I was just looking at the Raxolite then thinking, can we get around it? Alright. Come on, Craxy. You know you've not got long gear. There we go. 56. Sana, we do Rayba. Again, I don't mind that, it's just popping us up a little bit. I mean, that's a cleanse, so Deathmark, thank you. Alright, pretty smooth that. Maybe not the cleanest of banners, but still comfortable. Okay, so for this we do CLS. For all I know, the CLS counter is meant to be 3-pack and 3PO, but we'll just roll with this. Can we do that? There we go. I feel a bit better now that that Enoch's gone. Okay, 54 again. Not great, but at least we're through it. DTMG, we do Adrad. But yeah, as far as this round goes, I think on Tamin, I showed that I have got my A game today. It's just, or at least close to my A game. I feel like my weakness today has been that Crimson Ear doesn't have some very important units like Afra, Jabba, just things that would have given me a bit more of a fighting chance on offense. I'm not saying like I'd have breezed it if I'd have had them, but I do think it's where things got a little bit complicated. Right, let's just get rid of you. Alright, cool. Oh, that was an unlucky evade. Okay, 57. Alright, so Qui-Gon, I think we're now going to do some Jedi team, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, Anakin basically said F you. Alright, Wampa, go on. I've not actually tried you against Jedi before, but apparently it's a thing. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, I feel like I'm truly in the land of cope doing this, but why not? I mean, 5 dots. There we go. Five dots again. Sidious the Malgus killer. And then JML. I'm kind of gutted actually that I didn't get a proper chance with that, you know what I mean? Like, had we been in a position to try that and we'd still got a chance of winning the match, that would have been brilliant. Alright, let's do that, and let's just armor shred little Vader. Don't know we can. Okay. Right. I didn't notice it. Alright, we're going to pass that to JML. Put that on Cal. Let's just do that. I know I've got my insta-kill lined up, but I'm like, let's just try and clear that. There we go, can use it here. Get rid of Night Sister again. There we go, Cal can cleanse these debuffs. Oh. There we go, get into heroic form. Fighting formation. Heroic form. And armor shred again. Cool. 55. Okay, so we've got to do prof. In a way, I kind of prefer this in terms of, like, if someone's putting a defense down, I kind of prefer it when they do this. Obviously, we had that loss last time, which really annoyed me. But in general, it's like, okay. This isn't bad. I mean, again, that's kind of why it did annoy me, because Prof versus Levy, I do feel comfortable. Like, you know, you'd say to me, right, can you do this battle? I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do this quite comfortably. So, for it to fall apart like it did last time, it really annoyed me. No one likes the one thing they're good at to not be something they're good at. Alright. Good start. It does make me chuckle how these are basic on the Interceptor, and it's like, okay, now we're just going to Mass Assist because we really want you dead. Hey up, Sopper, how you doing? What was today's unlock? Sorry, Sop, I didn't catch that. Right. It's funny that I did the bow event today. I thought it might be bow, because I had a little memory of you saying it, but I wasn't sure. I thought, it's not a ship, is it? Yeah, honestly, it's going to be the biggest thing that holds you back in that event, besides that maybe modding, but yeah. Zetas for sure, they're definitely needed. Alright, just over 2.5 minutes. Can I please click? Thank you. You've given your TW officer a gift of Beck Omicron. Oh, I get you. You've put the Omicron on Beck. Sorry, that went over my head a second. Yeah, it's a decent Omni. I'm gonna say, I feel like I'm just at the tail end, sweet. I've got 2 more battles to do, and then I can call it a day. Or 2 including this one. Let's heal up. Yeah, to be fair, I think you're going to need all of them. I mean, I'm sure people have told you that, but I did it and I struggled without remodding. Well, I say I struggled, I did 1 attempt and I thought, no, I'm not even giving that a go. But even then you need strategy. You know what I mean? It's one of those events that they say, right, you cannot just walk in and do this. You've got to actually look at what you're doing. Oh dear. I was trying to save it. And of course they heal that up because why not? Punishing one goes. Oof, don't like that. Alright, punishing one down, that's good. Let's heal up Fury class, I guess. Go on, smack that. Yeah, Bam's lead isn't great. I mean, it's enough to get through the third and fourth, well, sorry, the third tier. But yeah, it's not great for the event because when you think you want something that really synergizes with IG-12, and you do have synergy, but it's not like it's kind of, it's their synergy, you know what I mean? You could argue it's a bit like a Sarge with the droids and gas event. Actually, no, I think that's overkill because at least Bam does go in a Bo-Katan team. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, let's see this one off in, I'd say style, but I'm not entirely sure you call this stylish. Let's see it off though. I wouldn't be as angry or hungry? I wouldn't be as angry or lead if I got, like when I got Bam and used him, but if I only used him when I got it to Relics recently, yeah, I can get that. It probably feels a bit of a waste if you're just applying it right now. I mean, I actually did. Yeah. Sorry, I just saw the ad breaks on Twitch and I'm like, not much point, is there? Yeah, all I was saying is I can understand you there, Sol. I can understand the idea of, you know, if you've only just got Bam, it feels like it's a less interesting data into it. I mean, I had it pretty much from the moment I got Bam, and it's done me alright. Well, it's not like my top 20 Zetas in the game or anything ridiculous, but you know, it's there. So yeah, on paper this is a bad loss. 34 banners in it, but if I were to break this down just a little bit more, we were allowed one drop. We dropped 6 times. So to only be 34 banners behind when we dropped 5 more times, what I would argue there is, even though they won, when I was winning, I was more efficient winning, if that makes sense. So I know that isn't much of a takeaway, but it does make me think to myself, alright, in this situation again, if you can not make the same mistakes, so for instance, now I know that Seer can take out Jabba. If I'm in that situation again, I'm like, alright, let's try Seer, rather than just throwing Night Sisters at it and hoping. So, yeah, interesting lessons to learn here. I mean, that was the big one in terms of that really set the tone for the loss, but Leia with Bane, that was a massive disappointment. Arguably, I could have done C Bane from the start. That could have got me to 58. Instead, 3 battles needed to take it down. And considering I didn't use C in the end, that is the disappointment, because I was trying to get a good banner win there, and in the end I used Didius. Didius got me a great banner win, so yeah, that's kind of frustrating. But again, this is why we do Grand Arena. You know, we obviously want the rewards, but we can learn lessons from it. All right. With that in mind, time's up. Yeah, I mean, I used that team for a while, mainly in fives. If you clock it right, it's actually pretty decent in fives. Bam lead, Queel, IG-11, Dash, and Nest. If you clock it that Queel's fast, then Bam's the second fastest, and then pretty much after that you're okay because all of those after that do have AoEs. You can get the Whistling Birds quite comfortably with Bam. But all of that saying, that's if you're not using Bam with Bo-Katan. If you're using Bam with Bo-Katan in fives, it doesn't matter. Well, this is the thing, if you're doing Dash under Bam lead, then Dash's Omicron's useless. Which is what I was doing. And I actually stand by it. I had the Omicron for Dash, but I used it in threes. So if I wanted to do Dash Chewie Han, they got prepared easy. In fives, I like the idea of Bam lead because it might just get people a little off guard. Because I can imagine even you're going, well, hang on, Dash is the better lead, Dash is the better lead. And I'm like, only if, like you say, with Vandal. And I'll be honest, I haven't got Vandal on my free-to-play. So that's why I was doing it. Also, again, I did think that turn order was just something that caught people off guard if they didn't check speeds. Yeah, that is all a very weird situation for sure. I mean, I can't say I get why there was a delay, but at least it came out. That's the main thing, isn't it? Right. Brace Phantom, I've not been to you in a while, so I'm going to raid you today. Let's get the raid launched. Let me just do that. There we go. Quick thank you to Scorpion for the follow. Alright, so I'll be back now on, I've got to check my days of the week, Saturday. So hopefully I'll see you then, folks. Until then, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye for now, everyone.